Answering the questions. Question number one, how was his introduction? Did he do anything to captivate you? I felt like his introduction was really humble. He was feeling gratitude and showing vulnerability in how grateful he was to be there, to be in that position, delivering that speech at the Democratic National Convention. He captivated me as a listener when he acknowledged that his position is not very common for him as the son of an immigrant and a foreign student. That was his dad. For the second question, did you feel like he spoke from his heart? How could you tell? And definitely, all his sentences were full of passion, mostly because he speaks his own story. He speaks from his heart, things that he saw, he experienced. He talks about his community, his family, his own, like he knows exactly what he's talking about. So yes, it's full of passion. He speaks from his heart. Did he appear to be organized and prepared? How could you tell? And yes, even though he speaks with a lot of passion and from his heart, everything was just so well organized. Like, I feel like he was leading us through steps, different steps of his story. So yes, definitely he was prepared. He knew the jokes, how to deliver the jokes. He knew that his audience was ready to receive those jokes. So that's definitely a well-prepared speech. Was the audience engaged? And yes, extremely. They were cheering and clapping always in the right times. Like they would vibrate when he said something that would connect with them. So yes. What was the highlight of the speech for you? I think his pride in his family's history and just the recognition of how it's only possible for him as a Black man to be standing where he was because of them. So the way that he brings importance to who he is with his family, it's just really touching. Do you think he could have done anything to improve? I was kind of stuck with this question because I feel like there's always something that can be improved, but to me, I don't know, maybe it's because I think he's just an amazing public speaker, and I know it's one of his early speeches, but I think he did everything really well. He was super well prepared. It was full of passion and engagement from him and the audience, but still like really well humored. So I think it was just a really good speech. He was using his body language a lot. You could see him moving his hands. So I think it was great. And overall, what is the one thing that you learned from him that can help you as a speaker? And well, Obama is an excellent, charismatic public speaker. So I could definitely learn from him to project my voice more. The way he projects his voice is just outstanding. And also about his body language. I think I could use that. Like, he uses his hands a lot. He points, like he creates a connection with the audience.